guys are married and you do this together and you just clean up.
And we never fight. We never argue.
Not once. We got real close.
We agree on everything.
How did you guys get started doing what you're doing?
Well, actually, I got sick from my home.
You did?
Yes, I got sick from a newly remodeled home. You've heard of off-gassing.
Yeah.
Off-gassing of chemicals.
Yeah.
That's when products are new home smell. That's basically chemicals off-gassing. And so I moved into this new, I thought I was healthy before that. I moved into a new home and I started becoming.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Exactly. I was like, yay, it's perfect. Right, clean.
No way, though.
Smell of VOCs.
Well, how sick? What kind of sick?
I got very sick. I actually went to about 12 different doctors. I mean, every kind of doctor, trying to find out what was wrong. And they were just loading me up with all kinds of medications and drugs, and it wasn't helping. And I realized it happened after I moved in there. So I started researching, and that led us to what we do today, which is help other people become healthy, because we spend 90% of our time indoors.
Absolutely.
And we don't realize that our environments, whether it's our homes or our offices, could be making us sick. And people are popping pills to feel better and not looking at their environment.
I read on your website that the inner environment can be 5 times more polluted than the outdoor environment.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing we're going to share, because we're going to talk about 5 things in your home that are making you sick. And the number one thing is poor indoor air quality.
Wow, really?
It is. In fact, the EPA actually says it's one of the top 5 environmental risks or hazards we face today.
How is it poor inside? How does it get poor?
Well, how does it get poor?
Well, toxic products that we talked about,
Okay,
new carpet, new paint, new finishes on flooring, vinyl windows, cabinets, which are loaded with formaldehyde dust,
that's a great time.
biological contaminants, you know, allergens. And so our homes are getting more unhealthy. And they're tightly sealed now with green building to be energy efficient, but it's trapping in the toxins, and we're breathing in like a cesspool, basically.
And absolutely, we're going to leave you not empty-handed. We're going to show you some solutions, though. One of the first things you can do to address that is to really make sure you're getting a high-efficiency furnace filter. How often are you changing your furnace filter, Blythe?
I don't even know.
You don't know? Okay. Okay, well, you should be
Ladies, be empowered.
Is that the right answer? I don't know.
Well, you're way ahead of the game.
Well, you'd be very, very good. It's actually recommended by the EPA to change it once every 3 months.
Okay.
It's very easy to remember because you change it every season, like the spring, the fall, the winter.
And don't be intimidated, ladies, because you know what? We can do this too.
You change your own furnace filter.
Yeah, it's not that complicated. It's not. I used to think that too. That's the man's work, you know. But it's literally you flick the thing open, pull it out, and swap it out. I mean, it's so easy.
I went to the hardware store. They hooked me up.
Well, you are showing off.
I was good because I did it once a year, every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good start. It's better than 41% of people.
But what an inexpensive solution. I can't imagine that thing costs very much money.
No, it really doesn't. It's between $10 and $25.
Okay.
You would want to make sure, we go into great detail in our book, Just Green It. Simple swaps to save your planet and your health.
Right.
But in a nutshell, what you want to make sure is you're basically it's addressing 90% of the large particles like pet dander, mold, pollen. And also you want to make sure it's addressing smoke and smog, some of those smaller microscopic particles, particulates. So, but that's one option.
And then nature, which we love,
Yeah.
has created the best air filter of all, right? In the form of plants. And, you know, we all know that plants create oxygen, they absorb CO2, but a lot of people don't know that NASA did a study. Are you familiar with this? Okay, they did a study and they found 50 different houseplants that actually remove chemical vapors and toxic gases from the air. And there's and I noticed you have some of them back here.
I knew that.
I noticed one behind Erica, the aloe veras one. I noticed one back here, the Eureka Palm. I brought a couple of my favorites, the Gerber Daisy. These were $3.99. I mean, this is really inexpensive.
Help clean the air.
They actually absorb chemicals and vapors. And it's a great housewarming gift. Yes, I'm leaving some with you. Yes, you'll have
one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're one of my favorites. And then the spider plant is great all around. This actually removes formaldehyde.
That is such a great idea. Simple solution, you guys.
We're absolutely.
Simple and affordable.
Excellent, simple and affordable.
Well, our next step, then we're talking about cleaning our air. Let's talk about cleaning our bathing water.
Yes.
Okay, people don't realize this, but literally, the water utility company only tests for about 100 chemicals when there's potentially thousands of chemicals in our water supply. Things like pharmaceutical drugs, arsenic, heavy metals, even rocket fuel.
Parasites.
It's crazy, yeah. So even rocket fuel. But what we're going to focus
There are
on.
things they put in there on purpose. Too, like chlorine,
Well,
Right. Even
that's
pharmaceuticals even like show up in our drinking water because it doesn't filter those out, the city water. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that because actually chlorine, typically 98% of homes are typically treated with chlorine that are using city water. It's a
Right.
disinfectant, but unfortunately chlorine and its byproducts like trihalomethanes are linked to serious illness like cancer, bladder cancer, stomach cancer. So here's,
don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
they really don't know what to do with it, but there's a real simple fix. You can actually install a shower filter in your home. Very simple concept. Here is the head of the shower. Here's the canister that's holding the cartridge for the shower filter.
Another thing ladies can do.
Yeah, it's very simple. There's no
Do this.
But ladies, because there's no tools required.
no tools at all.
I personally like this tip.
No tools. And basically, once a year, you're changing this cartridge, putting it back in, and you're having a chlorine-free shower experience. And that's important because
Chlorine free, so it definitely takes out the chlorine.
it does. I mean, I love a hot shower like anyone else, but ultimately, when you're taking a hot shower, the chlorine's not only getting to the pores of your skin, it's actually becoming vaporized, and you're breathing it in your lungs. And so, a lot of times, people don't
gas
feel good when they
stain.
take a hot shower. It's like an asthmatic trigger.
Yeah.
So. But going from clean water to clean products, our number 3 tip on what's actually potentially hurting you in your home is toxic
cleaning products.
toxic cleaning products. And you know, and part of the reason that's happening, Blythe, is because literally cleaning products are contributing to poor indoor air quality.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a report that was done that 50% of all serious illness happens from poor indoor air quality, and this is contributing to it. Not these products here, not these here. In fact, these are the ones we actually like. These are the solutions that we like. Earth-friendly products is an exceptional job of making sure they're using healthier ingredients, plant-based ingredients.
Yes.
They're not doing animal testing on these products that you'll like to know. No animal ingredients. They're really doing a good job, and they're one of the pioneers out there in regards to creating healthy cleaners for us to buy, because it can be so complicated. What do you choose from? You know,
what do you trust?
Well, who do you
Right.
trust?
It's like natural or plant derived. That
Yeah.
necessarily
A lot of
aren't good.
greenwashing, so you have to be
Yeah, a lot of
careful.
A lot of greenwashing. That's a great example. You guys may recognize the earth-friendly Ecos laundry detergent. This is the #1 green dry laundry detergent in the whole world. The whole world, yeah. So great example. And they have a lot of great products. 60 all household products they use for cleaning.
So if you can't safeguard your home with these amazing products, or you're on a tight budget, you can make your own.
Yay! She's
Yay!
gonna make
We're gonna do
her
some
own.
recipes
I love
real
to make
quick.
our own.
Yay! And you can make these from ingredients that you already have in your own kitchen. So in order to make your own ingredients, you got to veto toxic cleaning products. All right,
Yeah.
veto.
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 No toxic.
And you know what? It's like, what do you think people should do with them? Because if you throw them in the garbage, they go in the earth. If you don't throw them down the toilet or the sink, because then they go into the earth. What do people do with their yuck?
That's a good question. And you actually take them to your household hazardous waste drop-off. All right, if you don't know where one is, look up earth911.org. Put in your zip code and you can find one in your area.
Great,
Yes.
earth911.org.
My last pack of cigarettes. I was like, I'm not buying any more after this.
I know,
I'm so addicted.
don't be worried about
to
wasting.
the bleach and the white, make everything white.
Exactly.
Girl, use
Don't
the
do
baking
it.
soda. Like
Yep.
she's gonna
It's
show
not
you.
the same.
Okay, veto. I'm telling you, veto, so you remember my recipes.
Okay.
You're going to use vinegar instead of Windex.
Okay.
All right, 2 cups of water.
Okay.
1 cup of white distilled vinegar.
Okay.
Mix it in a spray bottle. And you can use some of your favorite essential oils or Blythe's essential oils.
Our Blythe Raw Body essential oils. I wish I would have brought them today,
I
but I love
know.
that you're using essential oils in
Yes.
cleaning products, because that's what I like to teach people to use. You know, it's one of the ways you can use essential oils.
Yeah, instead
they're
of
very
synthetic,
disinfectant. They're
they
very
are.
antibacterial, antiviral.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't know, the therapeutic properties. And
Yeah.
also, you know, they smell amazing.
They smell amazing, so it makes your cleaning so much more aromatic.
Yeah. Okay, that's vinegar.
Okay.
E, you're going to use essential oils
Okay.
instead of air freshener.
Vinegar, E, okay.
E. You can take 2 cups of water, put in 10 drops of your favorite essential oil. I like rosemary to help perk you up, or
Yeah.
lavender to relax, and spray away. That's easy. Tea
Great.
is really fun. You're going to use toothpaste
Okay.
instead of silver polish. This one
Really,
surprises.
for your silver.
For your silver.
That's
And
surprising.
it works like a dream. Get one
Really?
without baking soda so it doesn't scratch your silver.
Okay, that's a good point. Very
Just
good point.
rub it on the silver, rinse it, and dry.
How'd you figure that out?
Trial and error.
That's
Trial and error.
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then,
Okay.
we're going to use olive oil
Okay.
instead of furniture polish.
Olive
Okay,
oil on your
that's it.
furniture.
Olive oil on your furniture. Do a 1/4 cup of olive oil and a half a teaspoon of lemon or vinegar. You can interchange.
I love this.
It works awesome. I use it at home. All
Excellent.
right. So now
Okay.
that we've cleaned up our cleaning
Yes.
products, we're going to clean up the room that we spend the most time in, which is the bedroom.
The bedroom,
The
okay.
bedroom. You know, right now there are over 24 million Americans that suffer from asthma. And millions more with allergies. You probably know somebody.
Sure.
I know tons of people with their children especially. And we spend a third of our life in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And our skin is not only an organ, it's our largest organ. So it absorbs whatever goes on it, whether it's shampoo, lotion, shaving cream, or our bedding, right? I mean, we're sleeping on this every night. What are we sleeping on?
What are we sleeping on?
Are we sleeping on?
Tell us what we're sleeping on.
Are we sleeping?
I know what we're sleeping on, but you tell us what
Well,
we're
some
sleeping on
people-
because
some
it
of
can
you-
be really crazy.
Yeah, most people are sleeping on polyurethane
Yeah.
foam, which is what most mattresses are made of, and that's petroleum derived. Or they may be sleeping on polyester, synthetics materials, and these are the worst materials for your bedding.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Boric acid.
Boric
I mean,
acid.
boric acid.
Yeah.
Really?
Hello,
Yes,
in your
really.
bedroom.
It's,
So
it's the flame retardant that they put in there.
Yes, that's exactly right. And so I like to call it the 5 M's of the bedroom, the 5 M's to
Okay.
avoid.
I love
And-
this. I love it.
Otherwise, you won't remember. I got to have my little acronyms.
got it.
Okay,
I love
guessing
it.
game, Blythe.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is it loves to breed in warm, moist conditions.
Mold.
Good.
Mites?
Yes,
Whoa.
mites.
Mites.
Dust
Jump
mites.
ahead.
Dust mites. Well, she's smart. She
mites.
got them all. Dust mites. They're so small, 6 of them can fit on the end of a pin.
Oh, yeah.
And this is how much water we lose a night.
No way.
1/3 of a cup. That's how much we perspire at night.
That's how much water we lose
That's
a night.
every single night. And this makes a perfect breeding ground for mold, mildew, moisture, mites, all of this
Whoa.
stuff.
Mold, mildew, moisture,
Moisture,
mites.
mites. And what's the 5th one? More.
Okay.
More. More is the most dangerous because that is the chemicals that we find in our bedding. All right, and some of these chemicals include pesticides. I mean, you were just talking about our bodies don't know what to do with these pesticides. Well, it's true. Cotton is a crop, right? People forget it's a crop. It's the most heavily sprayed crop in the world. 25% of the world's insecticides are sprayed on cotton. So, you know, I have people go, oh, Lisa, I know you're so healthy. I'm going to send you some cotton sheets. You know, I'm like, but are they certified organic?
Organic. Thank you.
Because it's
Thank
not
you for
the
thank
same.
you. No, it's not the same.
It's not the same. Unless
No.
it's certified, I brought a sample here. You want to look for the word organic, and you want to look for that third-party certification.
Upside down. Make it
Oh,
right side for the
Right
viewers
side,
here.
right.
yeah. Look
Thank-
for that
thank you, Ron.
certification that shows that it is certified organic and it has been tested.
I have those.
So,
You do?
Yes.
You know what? These
Well,
are
you're
from
doing very well.
Target, and that's what I
Yeah,
like.
that's what I was
Target
gonna
has
say.
organic now?
Target, you know,
They
I'm
are
so glad
and
to hear.
affordable.
and they're affordable.
And
I'm so
soft.
glad to hear that. Pottery Barn came out with organic sheets that I
Yeah.
got. So I'm so glad to hear that they came out with organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about organic linens.
It is,
It's
and
like
it's just
you
a
gotta
simple
go with
switch.
organic.
You
Yeah.
gotta go with organic. Another problem that happens in the bed is formaldehyde.
Yuck.
Okay, do you use wrinkle-free sheets, easy care, no
I
iron?
don't, but
You
yeah.
don't? Okay.
I know better.
Erica?
But,
I throw them on and figure the wrinkles will fall out.
okay, so we're gonna do a lead test.
We are going to do a lead test.
my
and
God,
the
I'm so
lead
excited
test,
about
little
it.
kid over there is to your right there, called the lead check right there.
Oh.
Real simple test. And the reason why, the number 5 thing in our home, the number 5 thing that's making our home sick is lead. And so we can do some real simple things to test to see.
So we still have lead in our homes. So
We still
even
have
though
lead in our
like,
homes.
We've heard about this for like years now. There's still lead
There's
in
still
homes.
lead. You know,
There
there
are.
was a study
I
done.
bet there's a lead in my house. My house was built
When was
in
your house
20
built?
Oh, it was?
Oh, well,
20s.
okay.
So you can do
I
this
need
test.
to regrill.
You can do this
Anything
test.
prior to
House needs to move.
1978 was probably, paint was probably used with lead.
Yeah.
Any furniture, old hand-me-down cribs prior to 1976 might have a problem.
Yeah.
All this, you probably heard about the toy
Yeah.
recalls and recalls and so
I
forth.
know.
Are they still
Imported
making
to-
toys with lead now? I mean, do they?
Well,
know
they're
better,
trying not
or
to,
they're
but
not
we're going to
supposed to.
double check right now.
You see?
They're not
Okay.
supposed to, but they get through.
But they get,
you know, they
well,
get
of course,
through.
because from different from China
From
or from
countries.
that they don't have the same kind of regulations that we have.
Obviously, I'm wearing gloves because lead is a neurotoxin. It's not good for us, particularly with children. So I know this has lead in it. This is a lead fishing weight. And it's a real simple test you can administer with this
pop this.
Where do people
ampule.
buy these lead things?
You
Any-
can get them at hardware stores.
Lowe's, Home Depot, very, straightforward.
Check.
And what we're doing is I'm actually squirting this liquid out of the ampule, and I'm rubbing it against the item that I'm testing. I'm trying not to spill on the countertop.
Hold that
Here, let's,
Okay, I don't want to spill it. I'm carefully angling this not to. Okay, so we know lead's going to show up, and if it shows red,
Yeah.
There's lead.
there's lead.
If it
point
shows
it
red
Okay.
on that- no, you got
There,
it.
there,
Yeah,
okay, so there is.
Lead is
It's
red.
showing
Lead is
lead.
red?
Lead is red.
is
Okay.
red.
We're going to carefully put this on the side. We're going to dispose of this later properly.
Okay.
Right, and then we have another test. We have this plastic figure, which I know was painted and was imported. Okay, and so I have no idea if this actually has lead on it. Hopefully not.
Oh, so you haven't pre-checked this?
I did not pre-check. This is live on Blythe Raw, BB Raw.
Yeah, I've told it up. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna hold it up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna test this. I know this has been pre-painted. We're gonna go right here.
And these tests are very inexpensive.
Okay.
So anybody who's concerned, whether it's your kids' toys or paint or hand-me-down cribs, you can buy these and have them on hand at home.
Okay, at any Home Depot,
Okay.
Yeah.
any sort of hardware store, they can get those.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
So basically, so I'm wearing gloves, so I spilled on myself here. It looks like it's just white. Okay, so more than likely, there's probably not lead on this toy.
So check the furniture, check the toys, the jewelry,
That's right.
anything.
Anything.
That you feel
Lunchboxes
is
are
paint.
shown to have lead.
Oh my
Yeah, it can be
God.
plastics. It can be painted wood. And the other
This
thing
is
I was,
such a great note.
yeah, it's a simple thing. These are all
It's
affordable.
Simple.
Literally $20 for a pack of 8 swabs.
Great.
Usually.
And the other thing I was going to tell you about lead is another way we bring it into our homes is from the bottom of our shoes.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
they had a study at the University of Arizona, and they found household dust. 60% of household dust is tracked in from the bottom of our shoes. And they found lead and arsenic. So, we're saying lead was banned from paint in '78. How is it still getting in our
Right,
home?
how is this happening?
Yeah.
Shoes off at the door.
That's
Yes,
right.
good
That's
job,
right.
Erica.
You're right.
That's what we were going to say.
right.
Take your shoes off.
And they'll take you better shoes when you leave.
Exactly. And in Hawaii and Japan,
That's what they-
that's
That's what they
customary.
do. Right.
It's such a simple habit to get
That's
into.
not the only thing, too. You had mentioned pesticides getting into our systems and into our fats. The same thing goes with pesticides. I mean, they did a study on DDT.
Yeah.
It's a pesticide that was banned
25 years ago.
Yeah, a
Yes,
long time
right.
ago. And 20 years after it was banned, they took 550 homes and they found that 40% still had remnants of the DDT pesticide in the carpeting of their home. So you have to be proactive, and you're doing such a
Pesticides
great job
never
here of
go
making people
away.
aware
I know,
of what to
that-
look for.
Thanks, Ron. I
You are-
really appreciate that. Pesticides never go away, and that's another thing. When we buy organic, we're contributing to goodness from here on out. If we buy conventional and they use pesticides, like you guys said, those pesticides, they stay in the water, they stay in the earth, they stay in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, how
They
that's
bioaccumulate,
unbelievable. A
yeah.
pesticide that was banned 25 years ago is like
it's
still
crazy.
found in a home.
They're finding
Exactly.
arsenic
That's, like,
in organic
unbelievable.
rice baby food
Yes,
because
I
it was
just
used
saw
as a
that.
pesticide back in the day.
Way.
Right.
still in the
These
soil.
things that are supposed to be making our life convenient aren't. They're causing problems for the future generations.
For the future generations, right. Please look at Just Green It, Ron and Lisa's book. It's amazing. I'm sure there's a myriad of hundreds of more things that you can do in the home besides these 5. RonandLisa.com. Anything else that you guys like to say in closing?
Well, we'd like to say thank you for watching this segment today, and thank you for having us.
Thank you
Blythe.
for
We
having
really
us. You're
appreciate
doing
it.
a great
Awesome.
job.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank you.
Ron and I are newly into the raw food ourselves, and we're already found huge benefits.
We are full of energy.
Yeah. Can you tell? Right.